Even Luigi can't reach to wash his hands in this house. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tex here, and welcome back to more Luigi's Mansion. Last time, guys, we captured Mr. Lugs, the glutton, and, whoops, Melody, the pianist. And this time, guys, we're going to finally go outside for once and capture some ghosts there. But before we go outside, guys, I actually forgot last time to read Mr. Lugs's biography. So let's look at that real fast. This is Mr. Lugs. He is the glutton. 30 years old. He preferred all-you-can-eat buffets to 3 meals a day. He ate himself to death, but still was not satisfied. That explains all the food from last episode. Anyways, guys, without further ado, let's head outside. Here we are. By the way, guys, fun fact about this door before we actually continue. If you do not water the door completely, if there's even, like, you know, a hair of fire, and sometimes you can't even see fire, the door will not open. He'll just go over to it and do, like, a good old-fashioned thump-thump like he does on everything else. And in the past, I have had many times where I've just been standing here like this, watering the door, hoping to gosh that I can open it up. Anyways, we're gonna head outside, guys, and if you look over here, there's a little plant, but first, if you look away from the doghouse, there's a doggy dog here. If we click on the right button, you can scan his heart, and he says, woof, woof, woof. Okay, guys, so one more time, he says, woof, woof, woof. Alright, so it's very important to remember what what you have to do in order to pass this. No, seriously, guys, if you come over to here and whoops and water this plant, eventually this will happen. It'll grow up a little bit. Yes, guys, every time that we beat an area of the mansion and you leave and come back, we're going to water this plant again, and eventually you'll get a little bit of surprise. Anyways, if you walk over here and get him to chase you around a little bit, I believe you have to get him to go over here. Maybe you just have to put water in his bowl. Oh, there you go. Oh, crap. Okay, eventually I'll get this right. There we go. So the hard part here is sucking this guy up and also avoiding the dog. But eventually, you suck him up, you'll see that bone will come flying out, and the dog will go, oh look, a bone. And now he's ours. Oh no, he's whining too, it's so cruel. Anyways, guys, he's really not that hard to do, you just have to wait for that little action to trigger, and then you can just kind of go to town on him. And donezo. Let me just suck up all these orbs. And the bone actually stays here too, guys. I don't think you can get rid of the bone at all. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in here. I don't think there is. I'm gonna get a little bit more water just in case. I missed. There we go. Let's read this sign. Which, I guess Luigi can't read a sign. Can we scan it and read it? What's written on that sign? Here lies Mr. Bones. Quiet. Alright. So anyways, if we walk over here, scan this, just like with the mouse holes, it makes a little vacuum and you can get sucked right up and get spit right out. Over here, we're going to first go over here, we're going to hit this pipe, or we can hump it too, that works, Luigi, and you're going to get a ruby. And I believe if you check some of these gravestones, you will get prizes from them. Or it might just be hearts, but I thought that there was, you know, other things here. Oh. Well, we can trigger this to happen. Just be warned, guys, these guys do like to throw bones at you, so when you're sucking up the other ones, you have to make sure that you don't get hit with those bones. And there's a third one. And this should be the last one. Gotcha. And then the gravestone at the front will go off, and before we go into there... Oh, wait, that's where we got spit out. Yeah, if you guys want to go back to the main area, or the first area, you can, oops, scan this. Okay, maybe you can't scan it. Anyways, before I forget this time, we're gonna look over at the doggy dog. This is the hungry guard dog, Spooky. 4 years old. By the way, guys, Mr. Bones was the person that we sucked up whenever he got mad at the dog. So, there's your context. This creepy canine will sink its chops into any seemingly edible thing in sight. What a nice dog. Anyways, if we walk over to this, and Luigi puts his light away, and then we get this purple gloop that comes out of the gravestone. And we get, just like with the boss baby, we get teleported to a other area. This is the only time that you'll visit this area. So he's gonna come towards you, but who just stares at you. So he kind of saved our life from the purple guy. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna suck him right back up, or I'm gonna walk into him and gonna get hurt. Yes, guys. So the whoops, not going so well. So what you don't want to do, guys, is try to suck up the purple guy. Instead, you want to suck up the black blobs over here, and eventually, they will turn into these little balls. And with these balls, you're going to walk over to the purple guy. Oh, where'd he go? There he goes. And you shoot him. And then once you shoot him, you can suck him right back up. Just like with the boss baby, you do not have to... you do not have to shine a light on him, and also be careful with the black bombs while you're sucking these guys up. And this also, I believe, is forced to have 3 phases. So now you're going to see that there's a lot of these black blobs, so you kind of want to train them around a little bit, and then just suck right them up. And eventually... Whoops. Oh, I missed my chance again. Eventually, you will be left with a few of them, like 1 or 2. And then you just have to look for the purple guy again, and if you actually watch the lightning strikes, you'll see his shadow, and then you can pop, shoot him, and suck him right back up. And let's see if I am required to do 3 stages. Yep, I'm required to do 3 stages, okay. And we're gonna go sucking these guys up. I'm gonna try to get rid of some of them before I have to. There we go. And now I'm just gonna take a long shot at him, or... Dear gosh. Get away! Did I miss from that close? I am pathetic. Okay. Let's see. Long shot. Ah, there we go. And I think this should be the last phase. Got him. So he's not too challenging, it's just, you know, just like with the boss baby, lots of redundancy. And now that we're done, I believe that these tombstones will actually have stuff. Don't quote me on that though, but I thought that something around here had stuff that wasn't just hearts. Well, I guess I was wrong. Okay, anyways, we're gonna hump this chest, open it up, and we get this cool looking green key with a nice different music. And now we get the 3 question marks coming up, so we're gonna hear Luigi. Luigi, can you hear me? Good to hear you're still okay. I lost your signal when that lightning struck. That was some battle we had there. Why don't you come on back to the lab? What? You think the lightning damaged the Poltergust 3000? Don't worry about it. Even if that lightning had cooked your goose, your Poltergust 3000 wouldn't even have a scratch. I love how he's so confident in his own invention. He's like, yeah, you'll be fine, I made it. Good job, Luigi, you made it back in one piece. Looks like you got a vacuum full of ghosts there. What do you say we put him through the old ghost portificationizer? By the way, I practiced saying that word like 20 times before this session. And no matter how many ghosts you have in there, it's always not enough raindrops. Drop top. I'm gonna run him through the washer, bring him out just like they're making pasta. We're gonna stamp them hard really a little bit. Then we're gonna take our cow udder looking things to zap them, and then we're gonna shove them in the oven, and then he's done. Cooking with Luigi. Now we get all these lovely looking portraits. Okay, eventually we're gonna reach the end of them. Maybe. Well, we managed to turn those ghosts back into paintings. Thank you for your help, Luigi. And Area 2, we have Mr. Lugs, the Floating Rolindas, Melody Pianissima, Shivers, Spooky, and Bogmire. That is the guy that we just captured. And what's interesting, guys, is that Spooky, the dog, is a completely different color in his painting than he was in real life. In real life, he was like a grayish color, but in the painting, he's completely black. So I don't know exactly why that is, but that's how it is. I always thought that was odd whenever I played the game before. So that's a total of 9 ghosts. We have 1.8 million in coins, 6.3 million in bills, 1.6 million in gold bars. Then we have a few sapphires, emeralds, and rubies, and 1 diamond. And then, of course, all of our pearls that equal up to more than everything else, which brings our grand total to 29,515,000. And we're going to do a little save. And the game was saved. We're going to go back to the mansion. Oui, look. Yeah, wave us off. Alright, and now we're going to read for Bogmire. There we go. The Cemetery Shadow, Bogmire, !years old. A product of the mansion's fear and despair. He's not sure who to fear or what to despair of these days. Yeah. So basically, Bogmire is, as it says in his description, he's literally just created from the mansion. So that's interesting. Anyways, now that we're done with Area 1, if I'm correct, haha, we now have light in this hallway, which means that we will no longer get attacked by the hanging ghosts and bowling ghosts. So that's amazing. I think this door is still going to be... Oh no, this one has light too. Oh, awesome. Yeah, so now our entire first floor, for the most part, is lit up. And if we check our map, there we go, you will see that green key we got goes to this door all the way over here. So let's head in there, shall we? Lots of walking. I love Luigi's nose, how it just bobs. Alright. We're going to walk over to this. It's going to do that thing it does with the spikes, make those weird sounds, and then they're just going to do that bright, shining light, and they're gone. Anyways, let's head right in. And actually, guys, before we head in, there's something else I want to do, so I'm going to cut away to that. Anyways, guys, back to the graveyard. You'll see that our plant has grown even more, and I also have water because we're going to water the plant more. And it'll do a little shake, and it'll grow even larger into a full-on flower. But it is not done growing yet, believe it or not. There's still more to do. And also, speaking of more to do, we have more to do as well, guys. We're going to water all of the plants in the mansion. I'm just going to check here, make sure there isn't one. So, there's going to be a lot of jump cuts of me going from area to area in the mansion. Also, now it works to get back through here. So, anyways, guys, enjoy the sequence of jump cuts of me going from plant to plant in this mansion. Because, God, I know I'm going to love editing. Alright, first things first, guys, you've come out to this toad in the first area, and put some water around here. They will shake and spit out all kinds of awards, such as a sapphire and a gold bar. So, I think that should be all in the water now. And now I'm out of water. Great! Anyways, I'll cut away to the next plant. Alright, back to the master bedroom where the mother's room is. If you go over to this one, you'll shake around and you'll get... Wow, there's a lot of frame rate lag. I don't know if that's going to show up on the recording or not, but... Anyways, you'll get an emerald for that. That'll be our 5th emerald. And I'm going to cut away to the next one. Alright, I think that's all the plants. Anyways, guys, after watering all the plants, I'm going to cut this episode here, guys. I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, feel free to slap a like down below. Let me know that I'm doing well. If you want to see more of me, feel free to subscribe. That way you can tell whenever my next episode comes out. And as always, guys, I hope to see you all in my next video. Later.